Well, welcome to the Kansas FHAT. Yeah, that's FHAT, but with an FHAT. So we've got the Flint Hills Adventure Tour, and this was, I think, my second time actually riding dual sport bikes in Kansas. I didn't realize the first time I was actually in the Flint Hills as well, which is kind of nice. And I know Kansas, flat, 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 and some more flat. But the Flint Hills actually do have, guess what? Hills. And they were actually kind of fun. So I hope you enjoy my video I put down together. There was just two of us on this ride, which actually made it quite delightful because we got to stop whenever we wanted and rest whenever we wanted, and just an all-around good time. So here we go. Now, I know I said there were hills, but that's pretty much what you just saw. That's the hills. Now, there's a couple more in there, but for the most part, it was farmland. Now, I mean, gravel roads were pretty good. Day one was overcast. So this right here, this road is a B road, ironically. Pretty well maintained for the most part. A roads were just a little bit more hard packed, but you could actually see some of the rocks sticking out through this area and through here. So it was really nice and enjoyable. Day two was when we actually hit the mud. So if you guys are wanting to do the Flint Hills Adventure Tour, I'd recommend that you do it on a dry day or where it hasn't rained the day before. Overcast, weather was a little bit chilly, but overall not bad. This section here we stopped actually off to the right. It was a big, huge boulder that had just broken off. I've never actually seen one that big fall off that soon. You can still see the tree roots in it, so it was pretty nice. A little jiggly as we got up this hill. And then here you go. Here's some good examples of the hills going down through the valleys. I really enjoy it. So we went, 2-3 years ago to New Mexico, and I have to say that while it's about as open as New Mexico, I like the fact that there's grass and there's cows, and it's not just rocks and sand and dirt. And for all you that love New Mexico, sorry, but that just isn't my thing. Now that is an example here of something to be careful of, because we don't think about it, but man, when you transition from one road to the next, it's easy to get snagged up on that loose rock, for sure. In fact, I think that's the only time any one of us went down in this whole entire ride. After a little workup, some appetite, we got some gas here in town and decided to head over to the Mexican restaurant. Sorry guys, no photos of inside the Mexican restaurant, but we did get a chance to talk with some of the locals, and it was really enjoyable. Yeah. Now, I love odd things, and this was probably one of my most enjoyable, was seeing cowboy boots stuck on all these fence posts. Oh, dude, oh, that was the funniest thing ever. We're coming along, and you look down, and there's a pair of legs with money, actual money taped to it, like you're at a strip club. I had to get it. Sorry for the for the crotch shot, but oh, it was so good. I had forgotten to get the Coca-Cola one, which we actually got the next day. So here we are. We have just now gone down the day after it has rained. We have gone down one of these B roads that normally were just fine, and I will tell you, this mud is just every step I take, it's getting thicker and thicker and thicker. And as we're riding, it's oozing out between every crevice on our bikes, like a Play-Doh machine, just squishy, squishy, squishy. You'll actually see it here. I took a shot of a video of Jesse's bike. So Jesse, how do you really feel about this mud? This is after, 10 minutes of picking mud out? It's still just picking.
Haven't even got to this side yet.
Well, let's just say it was nasty. So we headed right back to town. I mean, we'd only been 10 miles out to wash this stuff off because it was packed with rocks. We were concerned about damaging the chains up. So we got it cleaned up, got some hot cocoa. Yep, that's right. Has a little hot cocoa there. Got back on the road and headed down to the mini, Stonehenge. And while we're down here, we stopped at this corner. I love taking naps, and so I thought, my gosh, I have to take a nap here. And I laid down, and I didn't realize it, but Jesse on the comments was like, hey, you should get a picture taken on the nap. And there I was taking a nap. So there's the mini Stonehenge. Unfortunately, you weren't able to go up to it, but it's pretty cool. As far as water crossings go, yeah, this is about it. I think we had maybe one other one that was like, a little tiny creek, but there really wasn't much water crossings, just some open fields. They too cleared up really nice, started to dry out, and up here we're going to see us go through some actual open range, which was just mind-boggling. Almost everything we were on, sorry about the shaking here, almost everything we were on was road with grader ditch and then, fenced aside. This was actually running through the open range, and you're pretty much on that range. And unlike all the others where I felt like I was going down a road and seeing, the terrain, I actually felt like I was on the terrain this time. So it was one of those moments that was just gorgeous, and this right here was worth the entire trip. Well, thanks for coming along with me. Do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help us out. And you know what? Have a great weekend.